And Felicia, a couple fights prior to that, Felicia fought for the belt against Amanda Nunes. Maybe Farrah is fighting against opponents a little sooner than she should be. Maybe she's in the UFC a little sooner than what she should be. First off, like this video and subscribe. Okay, we got another fight prediction for y'all. UFC Paris. This fight is Zarah Fairn Dos Santos versus Ailin Perez. First fighter is Zarah Fairn Dos Santos, 6-4. 4 wins by knockout, no submission wins, and 2 of her wins by decision. 1 of her losses come by knockout, and the other one comes by submission. And she has 2 losses by decision. I'm gonna just be honest. The fact that Ailin Perez is making her debut in the UFC, and she's a -240 favorite, tells it all. We've seen Zarah embarrassed a couple times in the UFC. She actually was doing pretty good against Felicia Spencer, but the thing is, Felicia Spencer was able to weather the storm and take down Zarah and finish her with ground and pound. Which was odd because Zarah should have avoided backing up into the cage because that's how Felicia was going to take her down. But her fight before that, she fought against Megan Anderson. Yeah, Megan was able to take her down, and then Zarah reversed position, but she got triangled. So these are 2 fights in a row where Zarah got finished in the first round. I'm not too impressed with her striking. The best part of her game is her striking. It's not really impressive. She fights long, she's tall for the division, long arms. She fights on the outside, but she could be a little bit wild and out of control, and also her punches can be a little bit stiff. Yes, she looks good outside the UFC, but in the UFC she hasn't really showed what she really can do. And it's kind of weird because her first fight in the UFC was against Megan Anderson. Megan is a ranked fighter in the UFC featherweight division. Zarah kind of got thrown to the fire, and then her second fight was against Felicia Spencer. And Felicia, a couple fights prior to that, Felicia fought for the belt against Amanda Nunes. Maybe Farrah is fighting against opponents a little sooner than she should be. Maybe she's in the UFC a little sooner than what she should be. Her opponent is Ailin Perez. Ailin is 7-1. 4 of her wins come by knockout. 1 of her wins come by submission. 2 of her wins come by decision. She has 1 loss, and that's by disqualification. In this fight, Ailin Perez was taking her down, winning on the feet. But in the 3rd round, Ailin hurt her on the feet and landed illegal knees to her while she was down. So she ended up losing by disqualification. But it was one of those John Jones type losses to where she lost, but it probably should have been a win. But she did get a little bit overzealous and overexcited. But that's how she fights. She's really trying to get her opponent out of there. She only has 2 decision wins on record, but she has really good takedowns. Her striking is solid. She throws good leg kicks. Occasionally she throws head kicks. She actually has a win by head kick on her record, but she's trying to take her opponent down and ground and pound her. And if she doesn't get the ground and pound, she's trying to take them back and submit them. It's funny because the way she fights is similar to the way Zarah loses her fights. She normally loses fights to opponents who can avoid her big shots and take her down and dominate her on the ground. I'm taking Ailin Perez by 1st round TKO. Like this video and subscribe.